Welcome to Sana Counselling and Psychotherapy Services. A few days ago I was talking about warm fuzzies, and today, having finally got round to doing this video, I want to talk about love languages. I got quite excited when my husband and I did a marriage course which covered love languages, and I think out of all the course it was one that helped me understand him better. Imagine for one moment you have a visitor coming to stay in your house and they speak only Japanese. You speak only English. How difficult do you think it would be to communicate? Yes, you could draw, yes, you could make gestures, but you would never truly understand what the other was trying to say. Well, I liken love languages to this. The problem quite often occurs within relationships if the two partners speak different love languages. So, this is my love language. And what do I mean by a love language? Well, a love language is that thing that you do for your partner or that your partner does for you that make them feel warm and fuzzy inside. So, pause the video and spend a few moments just writing down what your partner does that makes you feel warm, fuzzy and loved inside. Hi, welcome back. You should have 2 or 3 things on your list. You might even have more. Great. But what you will find is that they break into 5 categories. These 5 categories have been labelled love languages. So the 5 categories are these: gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation or kind words, acts of service or kind acts, and quality time. So why is this mine? Well, my love language is acts of service or kind acts. So my husband of a morning makes my breakfast and makes me a cup of tea. And that's my primary love language. And I say primary because you can have secondary and tertiary love languages. However, if I make my husband a cup of tea whilst he's grateful, it doesn't make him feel loved. My brain doesn't understand that. How can he not know I love him? I make him a cup of tea. But that's because I'm speaking from my language and not his. For him, holding his hand when we're out, or perhaps stroking his head whilst we're watching television, because his love language is physical touch, and by physical touch I don't mean just sex, although sex is a part of it. So in order to communicate better with your partner, you need to find out what their love language is. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you a link, and the link will help you do a little test to find out what your love language is. If you don't fancy taking the test, there is a shortcut. What do you nag at your partner for the most? What do you criticise them for the most? Of course, mine is leaving a mess, untidying things after I've tidied them. Because in my act of service, he's just created another job that says, I don't love you because I'm leaving this mess for you to clear up. Whereas if he loved me, he would clear that mess up because that is my language. If you want any further information, please contact me at www.sanacounselling.co.uk. Thank you.